Yo, business. You know, um, from when I started in January, I couldn't really understand where I wanted to go with this. I knew I had a plan, but now I understand that I have to work at it. I need to work into it, and I need to keep track of things. And well, this is me keeping track, and this is me working into it. What you can see right now is actually what I'm working on and what I've been able to come up with. You know, looking back from when I first got on these reviews about my business plan. It's all out there, working the union, then, working my own license. Well, this is what it's come down to. So this all applies and works into that. And so home remodels, just really just helps me get into the aspect of becoming a general contractor. That way I can, not just have one trade of experience, but like they call it, a jack of trades, multiple trades. And yeah, that's what that brings in. I just remodel kitchens, bathrooms, and etc. Flooring, even electrical outlets, and you know, but that all just works into that. And then my union, you know, regular dead day job. And that's what takes care of all the bills, secures my health insurance, my pension, retirement, etc., which is really convenient. And I know, I had mentioned, I want to look into what it's going to take for me to get my general builder's license so I can work into, you know, um work work out the whole getting my own business started thing and figure that out. Well, I reached out to the licensing schools, and they pretty much told me, with what I've been working on, I can right now acquire or attain a rough carpenter's license, which is a step towards that. You know, it becomes easier when if I get this and then I start working into something else, another trade, and then I get that, and then the third one. Well, by the time I try to get that third one, I can just get that general builder's license, which working my way up or down the ladder, however you want to look at that. But also I have some drafters and designers um classes that I took. So I have some, experience being able to work AutoCAD and being able to read blueprints and the plans and things, which that's the reason why I took it, to be able to understand the blueprints and the plans, to be able to visualize what it is that I'm building so I can build it. And so I got that under, part of the plan because the guy who I work for with the home remodeling, he mentioned that if I get a drafters and designer certificate, I can draw up my own blueprints without the necessity of using an engineer. The city will pass my blueprints as long as it's up to code, and well, that's not too hard to come by because you know um it's just things that you learn while you build these homes or you remodel these homes is what goes into them. So once you already got that experience, if you have the drafter and design, then you know what to apply into that. That will actually get your prints passed. So with that certificate, you know, but as you can see, I have a guide. I have a road mapped out, and I mean, if we look into the last few reviews that I've had in the last 2 months, is more on a broader aspect, but this is pretty much, just specifically, today, what I'm working on today to get to the tomorrow and 10 years from now. But, there's a lot to that, and nonetheless, I come to learn, you know, a few things on when it has to do with building assets, that would be considered an asset, not a liability. But, yeah, you don't want to create a liability out of things or whatnot. But, anything that I buy into this, it's gonna accrued, income or revenue and whatnot. So, creating assets just the same way as this, there's other way to create assets. This is one of them. And I don't know if that would fall under money management or financial management or business management. I'm not sure, but you know, um, definitely, having to come up with the ideas of what I can actually get into when it has to do with, you know, um, getting some assets, out of, making or just investing my money in assets other than liabilities and whatnot. And well, right now I'm just trying to land on the thought whether that would be my business. I mean, I guess it could fall under business, but that would fall more under entrepreneur, which I think that's under business as well. So definitely, I'm gonna imply that into what I got here. I mean, money management, all and not so much, but you know, entrepreneurship, business, yeah, I guess it all falls within the same guidelines. And money management does as well, but they all require its own topic. Assets, assets could be anything and everything that, builds revenue. So it could be something completely outside of this. So, I guess maybe that I will, you know, put that into my money management, financial management, which is Fridays, and start to throw some ideas into that about what I can invest my money into some assets and just include that into my money management plan. I'm stuck in between both, but y'all already know you know, where that is going. I mean, you guys can kind of get an idea where that's going, but yeah, business, entrepreneurship.